Shalom. I'm standing with you in one of my favorite places, probably now on the planet. At the Governor's Academy in Byfield, Massachusetts, which houses during the summer the URJ's 6 Points Sci-Tech Academy. And I'm standing with Greg Kellner, who's the director of 6 Points Sci-Tech. And it happens to also be Parshat Balak, which is the perfect Torah portion to talk about the opening of summer camps, whether they're Jewish summer camps or other camps throughout the Northeast. But more on that in a little while. Greg is the director, as I said, of the URJ 6 Points Sci-Tech camp, which is one of our URJ camps here in the Northeast, which includes Eisner and Crane Lake, and now this year the new Creative Arts Academy. And Greg, I'd love to just begin by asking you, what do you think makes Jewish camping so special? In particular, what makes 6 Points Sci-Tech so wonderful?
Well, tomorrow we're going to be welcoming 200 kids to camp, and they are all here to have an enriching Jewish experience that is complementary to everything that they learn when they are at home and like at community synagogue. They go to religious school during the year, and when they come to camp they get to live Jewishly 24/7, and that's such an important part, that they live Jewish values, they learn what it means to be the person, the best person that they want to be, and they learn what it means to live in a Jewish community. And here at Sci-Tech, they learn that in the context of what they love, in science and Judaism, all woven together.
In particular, if you look at the what the sign sort of, how does the sign, when you say how would it deeply sort of embed what we're doing here at Sci-Tech?
Sure. So if you look at the sign, it has words like wonder and respect and invent and create and explore, and that is the foundation for what we want our kids to do here. Asking questions, the value of sakranut that we have here at camp, is ingrained in our community as scientific people and as Jewish people. The value of asking questions and making discoveries is so important to everything that we do.
That's great. As I mentioned, this week's Torah portion is known as Balak. And in it we have the one phrase that we say whenever we begin worship services. Ma tovu olecha Yaakov. How good are your tents, O Jacob. And it's a perfect Torah portion to begin camp. As I mentioned, whether it's Jewish camping in the Northeast or any camp that any child goes to in the Northeast, because as we know, kids live in bunks. They live in proverbial tents. And so what do you say makes the tents? These kids here, they live in dorms, but what makes the proverbial tents here at Sci-Tech so wonderful and transformative in the life of a young person?
Well, what I love about this story is that we know from the story that the tents were open, right? That we were welcoming people into the tents, and that this is what we do at camp. We're a welcoming and inclusive community where people can feel like they can be themselves. When they come to camp, they can be the person they really and truly want to be, and our counselors and our leadership team help them feel comfortable. And here at Sci-Tech, we've had kids say, I finally found my home. I finally found the place that I love, because they love Judaism and science and technology all together. And there's not a place where they're able to do that anywhere else. And so I found my home, I found my people, are things that kids say all the time. And that's their science people, that's their Jewish people, and that's just an environment where a holy community of fun and joy and celebrating science.
I can tell you both, as a rabbi, this is my third summer serving on faculty here. It's my 15th summer serving on faculty at one of our URJ camps.
Wow.
And as a parent, where my son Shai had attended here for 3 years, this summer he's going to travel to Israel as part of the Nifty's Summer in Israel program with Sci-Tech in particular, but he said those exact things about it, and I witnessed what you've just said about our kids who are here, how special this is for them. This Torah portion, Balak, as it says, it begins with the phrase, how good are your tents, O Jacob? And the word, I'm thinking that a lot about that this week. The word good it's a subjective, judgmental term. Things are good. We want our kids to be wonderful, or even when they bring grades home, we want them to be excellent. As my mother used to say to me, when I got a good grade, what happened to the other numbers? But in particular, I think about what are good tents, and which makes us also think about what are bad tents. Our hearts, and I'm sure you feel the same way, think this week is the scenes we see on the news of tents, of other tent cities that are being put up in parts of our country, in the southern parts of our country, as those who are seeking asylum, and the children in particular, those seeking asylum, are being put into these tent cities. As Jews, they make us think of other camps that we've been put in over the years, and that we have to do everything in our power to speak up for justice, to say to our elected officials, this is wrong, that we want people to be able to come in as immigrants to this country to seek asylum and safety. Just as kids feel safe at camp, we want them to be able to seek that sense of asylum in this country and to feel good, to feel embraced as they do when they come here at 6 Point Sci-Tech. So, Greg, I just want to wish you just an amazing opening to the start of the summer. It's such a pleasure to be here with you.
So fun.
To all of you at Community Synagogue, hope you've enjoyed this little video, and in particular, make plans for a week from now to come to our Shabbat on the beach, where we will stand under another tent, under one of those pagodas out at Oakland Beach, overlooking the beautiful Long Island Sound. So from Byfield, Massachusetts, we wish you an early Shabbat Shalom.